Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new corrupted light monster, Equaleria. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a frat breeding monster. So yeah, at the start of the season, tomorrow you'll probably see this monster breedable. It looks adorable, looks very adorable, looks like a little mini castle. Huge shout out to Social Point for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provided the monster, all the cells I need to take this monster up to rank 5. Any gems I use will be reimbursed, and they also provided food to feed this monster. Ooh, she looks really powerful now. So that looks like a supportive ultimate. Actually, I don't know what that looked like. It looked like it supported your team, but also attacked the enemy. Let me look at the ult real quick. Heaven Sent applies triple damage to all allies during 3 turns. Whoa. Applies skill mirror to all allies. Whoa. So now if you get attacked, not only do you have triple damage, you're also reflecting everything. Blocks all damage except the light element. That's so cool. So if the enemy attacks you, unless it's light based, you will not take any damage, and it heals allies by 100%. I like this ultimate a lot. I like it because if you get attacked, you reflect, and you heal, so chances are the enemy's not going to OTK you, and you have triple damage for 3 turns. That is awesome. Alright, let's take a look at her lore. There are not many guards in the Light Kingdom, but... Oh, there are many guards in the Light Kingdom, but none of them are quite like Equaleria. She's pure by nature, but that purity has flourished more than ever in the present corrupted era context. She's developed a special sense to detect danger, something like an inner radar, and she knows danger is around the corner of the previously peaceful kingdom. Okay, very cool. No wonder she's so buff when she's an adult. Can we click on it? Yeah, look at those muscles. Alright, so here we have this monster. Her power stat, speaking of buffness, her power stat is 8184, which is tied with that of Ollie and Rudechaw. And it is pretty high. It's like I would say the 4th or the 5th highest power stat of the corrupted monsters. Her speed stat, no, sorry, life stat, I always go life. Her life stat is 89,273. This is tied with that of Ferrata, right around the middle, a little higher than average. And her speed stat is 6424, making her one of the fastest monsters in the game. This is tied with that of Leaflin and Igoribuki. So those 3 monsters are currently the fastest corrupted monsters in the game. So overall, the fastest monster in the game. Her trait, let's see what we have. Celestial, there we go. Immunity to stun, mega stun, and bleeding. For some reason, I thought Celestial also gave you sunburn protection. Man, I'm forgetting stuff. So very cool. We've seen some other monsters have like a status caster stun immunity. This is a permanent Celestial. You cannot be stunned. At rank 1, you get attuned. Ooh, I'm not a big fan of this. Regains 15% of stamina points. I've been mentioning this in other videos. For whatever reason, the rank 1 traits of these corrupted monsters, they have not been that great. I think the best thing we have right now, not counting Masteron that has a 50% shield, is like the blind immunity, followed by daze immunity. Other than that, we have like a burning and a poison immunity. Like, what's going on? At rank 3, you do get immune to torture, so this is actually really, really useful, so you're not getting hit with dots from the enemy team. But overall, I like the Celestial, but nothing too crazy, I would say. Alright, Equaleria, let's see what we have. Fair Strike deals low magic damage to one enemy, removes positive effects from one enemy, 0 cooldown, 0 stamina, a completely spammable skill, doesn't require any stamina, so even if you got completely stamina drained, you can utilize it, and even if you're hit with CDA, you can utilize it. Ooh, I kind of feel like I'm getting some Master Rat vibes with this skill. You know, Master Rat can remove positive effects, and then with Unrelenting Assault, we'll get an extra turn. Maybe this monster could do the same. Now, granted, it's a very, very weak skill, so... You know, the monster would have to initially be damaged first. So once they're below 75, then you can do First Strike, get rid of like emptying, get an extra turn. So interesting, very interesting. I like it regardless. Whether you have Assault or not, I like it regardless that you can always remove positive effects from the enemy, especially because we have Mouseron, we have Ollie, we have all these monsters that are tanks and apply positive effects and 100% life shield, 25% life shield, skill mirror, megatons. To have a skill that can just cleanse away is very nice. We have Bathe in Light. Deals low light damage to one enemy, applies light weakness to one enemy. Also 0 cooldown, also 0 stamina, and light weakness. So if you do this and then do it again, it's a little stronger. Maybe she'll synergize really well with Master Rat. We're going to have to use Master Rat as an attacker with her. We have Blinding Light, deals low light damage to when an enemy applies blind. And look at that, 11 stamina, 1 turn cooldown. I like the 1-1-1 theme. Blind reduces accuracy by 50%. Okay, single blind. Resurrects one ally. That is right. This monster is a resurrection monster. If your ally dies, you can resurrect. That is awesome. So monsters you can now start utilizing plays with Soul Drag. Once again, Soul Drag, when one of your ally dies, the monster holding Soul Drag, it will take away up to 500k damage from the enemy, or HP from the enemy. And then you can just rebirth your monster back to life. So definitely worth using, specifically with Soul Drag. Karma removes positive effects from all allies, applies major reduction to all enemies. This one I am not a fan of. Why would you remove your positive effects? I have no idea. So not a fan of that one. We have Glorious Revival, resurrects all allies with 50% and applies double damage, requires cooldown. So I like this because of the double damage. It has a 3-turn cooldown, however, but hopefully you're only reviving once. I don't think you need to run both skills. Usually, and all the time I've played Monster Legends, I've never liked the team revival. I've always preferred the single revival. I will say though, for defensive purposes, you'd probably want to go with Glorious Revival in case this monster's the last one alive for any reason. If the enemy killed everyone besides her, you might even run both on defense. You never know. Bad thing about this is if you get possessed and you had a dead ally, or the enemy had a dead ally, maybe the possessed Equaleria revives them. We have Pacifism, deals very heavy light damage to an enemy and applies total damage reduction. Really great skill to use against enemy attackers, so now their damage output is going to be 0. And we have Wall of Light, which applies low light damage and applies blind and light weakness to all enemies. So yeah, potentially good partner with Master Rat. Immediately get that light weakness, reducing enemy accuracy. Overall supportive monster. This is one monster that maybe will not get a huge benefit from Unrelenting Assault. Because when you look at her skills, the strongest one she has is Pacifism. And everything else is super, super weak. So to actually trigger the Unrelenting Assault, you would need another monster to be the attacker, and then she follows up. And all she can really do is blind and total damage reduction. Right, yeah, that's all she really does. So I would say this is not an Unrelenting Assault monster. This is someone you run as you typically would as a pure support play. So we are going to go, I haven't even seen her relics, but we're going to go pure team speed. It's really going to depend on the setup. Actually, we're going to go one single speed and team speed on the rest. We're going to try this out. Let's look at relics real quick. She can hold Cane of Atlantis, Master's Staff. Let's go Cane right now. And then, ooh, Resurrection is always nice. Zyron's Essence, so she never has to worry about stamina, is also a possibility. But let's go Revival. And in terms of this, the Obscure Talent, she would not run Soul Drag. This is the monster you wouldn't want Soul Drag on. You'd want Soul Drag on one of your allies. And yeah, I'm trying to think. How would you best utilize her? I think probably something like a Bark Hide would be the best talent for her, where you can heal, because the whole point of this monster is to stay alive, or not heal, gives 30% life shield, so anything that helps her survivability. Alright, so there we go, and now the last thing is to actually pick a skill set. So for sure, we are going to run the total damage reduction skill. That is her like soft deny against attackers. We are going to run the cleansing skill, Fair Strike. We're going to run the single revival, and we are going to run the... I like the AoE blind and the single blind. You could honestly keep either or. Resurrects, removes positive effects. Yeah, so I'm actually going to keep this. I actually am not a big fan of the AoE blind. Yeah, it sets up light weakness, but I prefer the 1-turn cooldown blind skill. I think this would be my skill set. Let me look it over again. I don't like this because you remove your positive effects. Removes positive effects from all allies. Resurrects all allies with 50%. Maybe Glorious Revival in place of Rebirth. I like the 1-turn cooldown on this, but I'm also trying to think like how often will I res. I just don't want to get hit with CD8. But you know what? We'll put in Glorious Revival for that double damage. And then low light damage, yeah, you don't need that. So this is the skill set I'm going with. I already showed you her rune setup. And in terms of a team, you want her with a Megataunt. And you want her with an attacker. You want your attacker to have Unrelenting Assault if you have it. Assuming most players don't have it, I'm not going to run it. Master Rat would be better. We're going to showcase Master Rat as well. Here is my Megataunt monster in the middle. And then she can remove positive effects. Yeah, so it's because she can remove positive effects that I want her to go before my attacker. So that's why I have the single speed. If I want to, I can do all strength on this monster and team speed on Equaleria. That would work too. Blinding Light to blind. The only reason I'm not reading AoE blind is because what I suspect will happen is that, by the way, I am allowed to do PvP, however, I'm not allowed to win because that would be unfair. But with that being said, what I suspect will happen is by the time I get a second turn, there's only going to be 1 or 2 enemy monsters alive. That's why I don't feel like I need her to AoE blind. If there's no enemy Megaton monster alive, then here AoE blind would be good. But I was operating under the assumption that typically there's going to be a Megaton monster. Assuming there was a Megaton monster, Fair Strike is the very first thing I do. Right? That would be my very, very first thing. Here, let's try to do Pacifism on Master Rat. Unfortunately, he missed. Unfortunately, I can probably kill him here. Yeah, what do I have? Jastar's Mask. Oh. Assuming it lands. Let's see. Drowned. There we go. Successful drowned, and he's dead. Perfect. Double show. Alright, I'm just going to recharge. And then Reaper, Singing for You removes positive effects. Cane of Atlantis kicks in. I am going to do the blind on Vampirastral. Rotten's Trap kicks in. Rotten Trap. I'm going to recharge. Best Show on Earth. Going to recharge here. Spooky, Nightmare on the Street. Bark Hide kicks in. So that Bark Hide, once again, giving me a shield. It's very nice. I wish you could cleanse. That's what I wish. Alright, we'll do Fair Strike. And then I kind of want my monsters to die just so I could rest. I got hit with CDA. So again, that's the thing I feared, especially with the revival. So that's why I'm like, ah, man, I missed the 1-turn revival now. So now I got to wait 3 turns. This goes spammable, but I'm just going to recharge. Alright, died, resurrects. Ha, mega possessed. So things are not working out for me. Singing for You. Alright, when I die, I'll resurrect. So that'll be fine. We'll recharge. Can I do anything? Nope. That CDA really stumped me. Nabota's Armor, Reaper, Spooky. Nabota's Armor kicks in. Mr. Beast Banner, Singing for You. Alright, recharge. Showtime anytime. I think the shock is going to kill me. Let's see what happens. Black Bite. Oh, Resurrect. Spooky, Reaper. I think I'll survive. Nope, I died. Alright, it is what it is. So, Soul Drag, by the way, kicked in. Okay, let's try something else. So, let's do this. Let's put in... I really don't suspect I'll get hit with CDA a lot, but... yeah, let's try it again. I think that was just a... just happened to be a bad matchup. Let's click Fight. And I shouldn't have killed Master Rat first. I should have probably gone for Siamese since she could do CDA. Alright, so this is typically what I think you're going to run into. So this is why I don't think you need the AoE skill. I think that's AoE blind. Typically, you're going to do your skill to remove Megataunt. That's more than likely what you're going to be doing, like 99% of the time. And then your attacker is going to go and do the attack and most likely kill 1 or 2 enemy monsters. So attacker goes, River Jet. Realistically, if you had unrelenting assaults, I'd kill the whole team. Okay, so that's typically what's going to happen. Here I will Skill Mirror. And then let's see, Fast as a Shark, Reflect. Alright, so by the time your Equaleria goes again, the reason I don't do the AoE blind is because, again, typically there's only going to be 1 or 2 monsters alive, so I feel like you just single target whoever you need to with Blinding Light. So that's why I don't do the AoE blind. But even better, I could just do the total damage reduction. If I could target Hardy, that'd be the best, because then I could utilize my extra turn scale without fearing Hardy, right? In this case, I'm just going to recharge. Alright, let's see. Frozen, Reflect. Ooh, things are getting scary. Am I going to not win? Okay, as long as I don't win. Blinding Light, we'll do that for fun right now. We'll finish off Cryo, and there. We'll stop with that battle. So that, yeah, that's typically how I think battles will go. I really, really wish she could have cleansed negative effects. Oh my gosh, if you had a negative effect removal, that would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. Alright, here we are going to go... I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to recharge. We'll kill Armor. Sorry, Armor. And we'll move on to the next battle. I might have dropped too many trophies to where these next battles might not be interesting. Let's see what happens. Because I still want to showcase Master Rat with her. And maybe utilizing some of that light weakness. But I think, for the most part, you don't need it. Alright, here's another perfect example. Right, where I don't think... oh my gosh, cleansing would have been so nice. Where you don't need AoE blind, so just single removal. Oh, missed. Here, let's see if the AoE lands. Nice. Jastar's Mask kicks in. Alright, we will set up the Megataunt, even though it'll probably get cleansed away. Some protection, Spooky. Or if she had like a team blind immunity, that would have been nice. Or a stronger buff skill, not just one that waits for my monster to die. Let's try to get rid of it. Megataunt, and missed again. Let's do the AoE skill again. River Jet. Alright, success. Alright, this time we're going to wait for my monsters to die. So we're just going to keep recharging until my monsters are done for. There's a res. Recharge. Recharge. Spooky. Alright, so he's back, but he'll probably die again. Perfect. Alright, who I really want to die is this guy. Let's Skill Mirror. Let's wait on Glorious. Recharge, Reaper, Spooky. Flying with the Devil, Shot, Blinding Punch. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Ah, he's still alive. Have I used my Bark Hide already? Yeah, I have. Based on the churn order, I'm a little worried. Here, let's see if we can stop you. Nope. Alright, so Soul Drag kicks in. Okay, so you saw Soul Drag in effect. And then you res. Your monster are good, they come back with double damage, and then they're free to attack. Here, we'll single blind you. Or immune to blind, whatever. Bam! There we go. So we got to showcase her resurrection. Again, works really well with the soul drag specifically because the monster goes down fighting. Let's go ahead and swap him out with a master rat. I think rat is probably on defense. All right, let's swap you out. Let's put a rat monster on defense. All right, so let's see how well this is used. I'm actually thinking it might not even be as good anymore. Let's put in Unrelenting Assault. Let's put in the Sherazar's Amulet. All right, and so she can do Light Weakness. I'm trying to think, do I need her to go first? She can remove Megaton, and then she can Light Weakness. Yeah, she doesn't really need to. Yeah, she doesn't really need to. So we'll put in the Light Weakness skill, but yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Let's give Master Rat all strength. That way, at least Equaleria can set up Light Weakness if there's no Megaton. If there's a Megaton, I can just remove Megatons. Yeah, I don't know. I like the monster a lot. I love the design. I don't think she's going to be used that much, though. So here's a good example of get rid of MT first. That way, I don't need to deal with it. Take care of their resurrection. Oh, I can't. Chuckle. So let's see. Ooh, perfect. Snake Hands. Kill Chuckle. Get an extra turn and go from there. Yeah, so all she really helped was just getting rid of the MT. And specifically because I'm now allowed to run all strength on Master Rat, I was able to kill Chuckle with the OTK skill. So that was good. Let's see this next battle. Ooh, double life. Interesting. So Fair Strike, again, normally what you're going to be doing. Let's see what we can do here. Let's go with the skill mirror so I can reflect. Let's go with Rat and Snake. I feel like they're going to reinstate. Let's just do Snake Heads then. And we'll see what Hardy does, allowing me to reflect. Stomp the mouse. I'll reflect. Thank you. Alright, we're going to go with set up Megatons. Alright, Fair Strike. Oh yeah, because I never removed it. Perfect. Alright, Fastest Shark. If I would have kept that, it would have probably killed Bombeta. Alright, Soul Drag kicked in. Now we're free to just go and win the battle. Alright, yeah, so looking at her, she has the Spinal Bow removal and the total damage reduction, and that's really it. And then she blinds. And then it's really her reviving aspect that's good, but I don't know, for PvP, I don't know how often. I guess it depends on the team. If she's your stronger monster and your allies die, the fact that you can resurrect with double damage, that is nice. But from a practicality standpoint, you're really only using this. You're using First Strike a lot. You're going to use the total damage reduction once or twice, and probably, again, I prefer the single blind. So then you just pick your revival. So, and then she can revive as well. So the cool thing is, if you do get OTK'd, and she resurrects, and she's next up in the turn order, you can resurrect your teammates. So that could work. So definitely has uses. Not a huge fan of her, other than the design. I do love the design. But that's my thoughts on this monster. That's my exclusive first look. Let me know what you guys think about her in the comments below. Thank you guys very much, and remember to subscribe.